Join us on our travels from Dorking up to Aylsham for our Norfolk break, a place neither of us has been to before. We will show you every nook and cranny of where we stayed. Then it will be time to explore the delightful village of Aylsham with its market square, medieval church and narrow gauge railway. So join us. Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are Steve and Joanne, a retired married couple. This channel is about what we get up to in our retirement. This is our Norfolk travel vlog. You find us on a gorgeous sunny morning in Coldharbour Village near Dorking. We stayed at the Plow Inn last night, travelling here from our home in Devon. The village is accessible through windy, narrow country roads that carve through the woodlands. I've popped out to sort out stuff in the car before our complimentary with the room breakfast. The plan is to see our daughter before travelling to our Airbnb in Aylsham, Norfolk. Coldharbour is a delightful little village, very English chocolate box within the Surrey hills of outstanding natural beauty. It offers stunning views and a peaceful countryside. We've stayed here previously and came back because we both thoroughly enjoyed the breakfast. It was freshly cooked and a delight.
Can't beat a full English.
So we both had the cooked breakfast, and once again it didn't disappoint. I added a granola and yoghurt dish and a coffee which was freshly brewed. This is a lovely village pub with a little store selling products, some local next door. The rooms above the pub are reached by a set of metal stairs. The staff are friendly, as is the very large pub dog. The pub serves breakfast for both guests and travellers. You can also get an evening meal here, but not every evening. We only just made it last night, as the cut-off time is 9 o'clock, and we were running late. It was just as good as the breakfast. The rooms are well maintained, cosy, and more than large enough for us. Somewhat different to the mass-produced hotels you tend to get these days.
Hi everyone. We're going on a little trip to Norfolk and Suffolk. But first we had a little visit to our daughter who lives in Dorking, and we're staying at this most beautiful pub B&B, which is called the Plow Inn, and it's absolutely fabulous. I can't remember the actual address, but anyway, if you tap in the Plow Inn Dorking, it'll come up. So I thought I'd just give you a quick room tour, and Steve's going to let me do this on my own. So I've just come in the door here, and I'm going to turn you round to this lovely room. We have stayed one night in here, so it's a bit messy. So this is the wardrobe. Nice big wardrobe. Spare duvet or whatever up there. Huge wardrobe. So that's very nice. It's all very quaint but beautifully sort of modern touches here. And anyway, lovely big room. This is a king size bed, but you can have it as singles, but we had it as a big king. As you can see, big television. We haven't even had that on actually. So this is the bathroom. Nice and airy and light. You get a little moisturiser, shampoo, body lotion, and whatever. Oh, another shampoo. I think Steve might have used a bit of shampoo. I don't know. And you've got hand moisturiser and soap. It was a lovely shower, really nice, and lavatory. Mirror. Hello. Well, Steve's come back now. He's in the shot in the back. You've got a shaver socket there. Got lots of nice clean fluffy towels, they're nice. Right, I'm probably not doing this as well as he would do it, but anyway, He's standing at the window there filming. It's in the middle of nowhere, this pub. So lots of lovely scenery around and lots of walks and things. And got tea and coffee making there. Lots of drawers. Desk there. I don't know whether, the remote's over there. I was just thinking there is a television here, but there's no remote. But there is a remote, I've just seen it. So, some fishes on the wall. I'll show you the view outside. People do a lot of walking here. The windows are a little bit got condensation on them. But it's just beautiful countryside around here. Plenty of sockets. And there. No USBs or anything like that. This made me laugh because he's trying to hide over there. I'll show you. Look, he's trying to hide. So anyway, and there's a double socket behind this light here, bedside light. So it's all really, really nice here.
And another double socket behind this one.
Oh, and another double socket with that one, because Steve's that side, I'm this side. So I know it's this side, but not the other side. We had a lovely breakfast, haven't we?
Yes, really nice.
They do lovely food here. They do evening meal. Do they do lunch?
I don't think so. There's a little tea shop next door.
Oh yeah, there's a lovely little tea shop next door, isn't there? And you enjoyed the breakfast?
I enjoyed the breakfast. I always enjoy the breakfast.
We always have a full English when we're away, so that was really nice. We had. Well, Steve doesn't like baked beans. I mean, who doesn't like baked beans? But you don't, do you?
No.
But I don't like black pudding, so I give my black pudding to him. I had baked beans, but he had the baked beans taken off, didn't you?
Or something like that, anyway.
But it was really nice. Sausage, egg, what are those things? Fried triangle things. Hash browns.
Hash browns.
That's what I was trying to think of. And bacon. And a nice big, lovely, crusty white loaf piece of bread, toast.
It's really nice here because it's like almost in the middle of nowhere. It's, you know, the quintessential sort of little village pub, really, isn't it?
But nice. We paid £135, didn't we? But that does include breakfast. We had an evening meal last night, didn't we? And we just went for a burger. Oh my God, the size of it. We didn't take any photographs because when we arrived, it was pitch black and pouring mist would come through, and it was absolutely tipping down. In fact, if you could see how I've parked my car, I didn't park it very well because I couldn't see. It was horrendous. So. But we just had a burger and fries, and it was huge, wasn't it? And
we got in about 10 minutes before the end.
And he said, if you choose what you want on the menu, and then we'll take you up to the room. So we did that, and then came back down and ate. And then what did you have for pudding?
I had a brownie and an ice cream.
And that looked lovely, wasn't it? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So so really, really recommend this place. Mm-hmm. So the Plow Inn. It's the Plow Inn Dorking. I've told people that. Yeah, if you just put into Google the Plow Inn Dorking, you'll get it. Absolutely lovely.
And we're about to start Norfolk with a little bit of Suffolk, right on the border.
We're just going to call in to see our daughter again, and then we'll be on our way to Norfolk and Suffolk. So check back.
See ya.
See ya.
Our bedroom window overlooked the main road that came into the village, and you can see there are some country walks that leads into the woods and the hills, as well as the pub car park. All in all, a really nice set of views. Time to be on our way. We've got a lot to do and a lot of distance to cover. So we got to see and spend some time with our daughter. Although we speak daily, it's always nice to have together time in the same place. With the announcement of the closure of the M25 in the direction we wanted and subsequent long delays being forecast, we made a decision to cut across London, a shorter route but likely to be a lot more congested. To make matters worse, the weather had also changed. Our sunny morning had now turned to showers, and in some cases it was completely lashing it down. These kept coming and going, interspersing bright skies and overcast days as we journeyed along. So, after 2 hours getting through London,
Not happy.
not happy. Is getting through London worse than Devon Grass Roads?
I think that was, yeah. I mean, I've driven in London before, but that was horrendous. It really was horrendous. So,
Probably the worst drive we've had for a while.
yeah.
But we're now on our way.
Used to no traffic in Devon. Well, we did get traffic jams down in Devon, but not like what we went through today.
So we're about 40 miles from our destination at the moment, aren't we?
Yes. Well, 38 if you're being particular.
If you're being picky, it was exactly 38.
I am at the moment.
Oh dear, it's been one of those
It
days.
has, and I've gone off my husband. Greatly.
Why?
We'll say no more on here.
Okay, well let's head on to Norwich and our Airbnb, which is where? Diggins Farm.
Diggins Farm, I think
Diggins
it is.
Farm.
Diggins Farm or something. Well,
Yeah.
it's not a farm, but it's just called that. I've got to overtake a mobile home now.
Every motorway should have
Yeah.
one. So getting through London wasn't the easiest. It took us a good 2 hours plus to get from where we were seeing our daughter over to the other side of London and then out on the M11. Traffic was absolutely horrendous, really was. And anyway, we're now making reasonably good time, and we're on our way to our Airbnb, which is at a place called a Diggins Farm. Now, I don't think it's actually a farm, I think that's just the name. The weather has been fairly poor. It was dark last night, it's been quite dark most of the morning, but it's now picking up as we get towards our location, and we're about 32 miles away now.
Go away.
Once on and after the M11, we made good time, arriving at our Airbnb almost precisely at the start of our allocated check-in, 3 o'clock. We had originally hoped to arrive earlier and explore the area a bit, but the hold-ups had rather put paid to that. the Airbnb is an annex behind and over the garage and completely remote from the owners. It has its own front and back gardens. We've captured some videos during our stay to give you a sense of what it is like.
Are you filming me?
This gate is at the edge of the front garden and it overlooks the lawn which you came up to as you came up the drive. Now this is the annex's back garden. It's completely enclosed and separate from the other gardens. It is behind the annex kitchen. The water fountain is on a timer and it creates a nice ambience when it's on. The garden, like the one at the front of the annex, is well stocked with some points of interest. There's a chair and table set which, if the weather had been better during our stay, we would have made good use of. On this trip we're spending 5 nights here at Norfolk before crossing over the border and travelling a short distance into Suffolk. There we will be staying for a couple of nights at the Airbnb of the guys from Greenacre.
So we're in Norfolk at the moment, and we're at the most gorgeous Airbnb called Diggins Farm. Diggins Farm Annex, I think it is. It's not actually a farm, but it might have been years ago, but it's just a big house, and then there's this annex bit, and it's absolutely lovely. It's one of the best we've stayed at so far. So I'll just sort of tell you, it has its own little garden and everything here. So you come in the door. You've got your own entrance, and in fact we've only seen the owners once, and that was when we arrived, and we're here for 5 nights. So you've got a nice curtain that just goes across, keep you nice and cosy. This door over here is into the garage, so that's locked. You can't go through that one. And then you've got your oven here and cupboard underneath. It's got absolutely everything you could possibly think. Got your Dyson, toaster, bread, keep your bread in there, got a nice fridge, and double cupboards here have all the crockery. It's just a 1-bedroom little apartment, so it's enough for 2 people. And then a nice hob. You've got everything you could possibly want, cutlery and pans, everything in that drawer. Table here to eat your dinner and your meals with, and a little telly above. Placemats. Lovely book here the owners have left with all how to work everything, and everything that you could possibly want to know.
And there are also some leaflets on.
Oh yes, plenty of leaflets on places to go in the surrounding area. Was there coffee in here?
No.
There wasn't. Oh right, so coffee. There was tea bags. There weren't.
Yes.
Some tea bags. And the owner did leave us some a loaf of bread and some milk and some crumpets.
And some coffee capsules for
this machine here, which we haven't used because we just bring coffee. Like a tea bag, but coffee bags with us, and a kettle. Got an under cupboard here. There's a hoover, brush. There's a drying clothes horse thing. If you do any washing, your washing machine is there. We haven't used that. We just take ours home. Dishwasher. We haven't used that actually because it's just the 2 of us. We've just been doing it ourselves. Sink with under storage. There's some washing up liquid and stuff there. Microwave. Is that a torch, Steve?
Yes.
Plenty of plug-ins and stuff, and there's a radiator. It's very cosy here. What was that back one? Oh, that was just another cupboard. And then the stairs upstairs, and there's a bathroom and bedroom up there, which we'll do separately in this vlog. So it's really, really lovely here. And have you filmed in the back garden?
Yes, I did.
Our own separate little back garden, which is lovely, with a little fountain. Only the weather today is absolutely pouring down, so we thought we'd do this instead because we went out and got drenched. So, yeah. So nice garden, lovely, can thoroughly recommend. I can't remember what the price was actually, but I will find out and we can put a little thing on the bottom because I can't remember off the top of my head. So this is the downstairs.
And then to go upstairs, it's these stairs.
So this is our lovely bedroom. It's kind of bedroom sitting room really. So I would imagine it might get a bit hot up here in the summer. I don't know. There's a lovely Dyson's fan, but we haven't had to use that because the weather's been raining. So I'll just come in and shut the door here. So there's a little desk here. So if you wanted to do any work on a laptop, you could. There's a visitor's book, which we haven't signed yet, so we need to do that. You've got television. What is all this, Steve, here? I don't know all this equipment.
It's a DVD player.
DVD player. Okay, and there's a couple of DVDs down there, but you could bring your own if you wanted to. Little window overlooking the garden with a nice little blind. Some nice little touches with the suitcase there. Nice chair with a footstool behind there. Steve's enjoyed that. And we've got a nice little sofa here, which I've sat on. And Steve sat on that one. And then there's the bed. Beside the bed, beside the bed actually there's a torch in case you need it in an emergency, I don't know. Maybe there would be a power cut, I don't know. So there's the bed, which I think is a 5 foot. 2 lamps, little bedside drawers, plenty of sockets. There's lots of sockets on the left and lots of sockets on the right. They're not USB, they're just ordinary English sockets. Nice little window. It's really nice. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So we would have our meal in the evening and get tidied away and then come up here and watch a bit of TV, like Strictly, because that's my favourite. And I would read and Steve would watch the telly. So it's really, really nice here and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Very clean, absolutely delightful. I would give it 10 out of 10.
Right, go.
So I'm just going to show you the bathroom now. So there's a little stack of drawers here in the hall and a very important hairdryer is in there, so that's good. So nice bathroom, very nice bathroom. Shower, lovely shower. Toilet. We've got an anti-steam mirror, which is very handy. Towels. Cupboard. Another big cupboard there. Was there a shaving point in here, Steve? No. No shaving point. Towels and everything. And then in the cupboard, if you're thinking, where do they hang their clothes? There's a cupboard in here and there's an iron. And what else is in there? Oh, iron and ironing board and a rail if you want to hang your clothes up. I was wondering where the ironing board was. And that's it, little bin. Very nice heated rail. Quite a high up toilet actually, so it wasn't a factor with us, but yeah, high up toilet.
And they provided towels?
Towels, hand soap, but no shower gel or anything. Well, there is some shower gel over there, but we brought our own, so, you know, I always bring my own. So it was really nice, lovely, beautiful.
A short walk from Diggins Farm is Aylsham, a historic market town known for its charming atmosphere, its rich heritage and its picturesque settings. The town is situated on the banks of the River Bur. It serves as a gateway into the Norfolk Broads. Aylsham's history goes back to the Saxon era, the 6th or 7th century. At that time, these settlements were often named to honour their founders or prominent figures. It is the quintessential English town centred around the town's market square. It has hosted regular markets since the granting of its market charter in 1519. There are some well-known supermarkets, Tesco's and Budgens to name a few, as well as local shops, which was nice to see these days. Historically, Aylsham was associated with the agriculture, wool and textile trade, particularly during the medieval period when it prospered as part of Norfolk's thriving wool industry. Its medieval heritage is evident in landmarks such as St Michael's Church, a beautiful 14th century structure that dominates the town's skyline. The church can be found at the corner of the market square. It's the oldest building in Aylsham. I think if I had my time again, I'd be an architect. I appreciate and like many different forms of architectural design, whether it's Gothic, Victorian, 1930s, contemporary or something else, and for different reasons. I particularly like it when two different styles meet, creating a contrast, either a different architecture standing proud amongst others, like you see in many cities, New York, London, Sydney, or where someone has combined two different architectures in the same space, taking elements from each, but allowing both to be seen. The only problem is, whilst I may appreciate it, I'm not sure I have much aptitude in this space. We both like the Gothic design so much that we actually got a pair of sideboards which look as if they've actually come from a church. It was made by a small company near where we used to live in Surrey. They've subsequently moved away, but we've still got them. We've had them for over 20 years now. We found the Perspex figures that you see here quite poignant, and it wasn't even Remembrance Sunday. The notable features in this church are the beautiful Victorian stained glass windows and the very ornate roof. The church grounds were incredibly well maintained and really peaceful, considering how near they were to the village. Opposite the main entrance that I'd come in from the market square, on the other side of the grounds was a much more ornate entrance that I guess was the main one, and that led back into some of the side roads that the village had. There was a good number of local shops here, which was really nice to see, not something that you get these days in a typical British high street. The other thing I noted was there wasn't many charity shops near where we live. Virtually every shop that's been deserted has now been converted into a charity shop at reduced rates. So I spent some time walking around the town, just appreciating the settings, and really enjoyed myself. Really nice. I had spotted this train station as I made my way to the village and made a mental note to check it out on the way back, not really knowing quite what to expect. So this is the Bur Valley Railway, not to be confused with the Bute Valley Railway, which is in Wales. This railway stretches for something like 9 miles, and it follows the route of the old Great Eastern Railway, which was closed down in 1982. This railway track uses narrow gauge and was created in the 1990s as basically an attraction, and it transports tourists between Aylsham and Wroxham. The line passes through many attractive stations on its route, and it runs a combination of steam and diesel powered locomotives. But these carriages are actually quite compact, very bijou, I think they say. I would certainly struggle with the height there. There's also a workroom where they actually obviously maintain the engines, the locomotives and the carriages, and you can actually have a look in there as well. There's also a small cafe in one corner, which was nice to see. All in all, Aylsham is a nice village to walk around. It's also super convenient for other attractions, as you will see if you follow the remainder of our vlogs for our Norfolk series. We look forward to seeing you back on the channel for our next vlog.